Hi everyone, this is Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I just had some quick messages I wanted to get out there. I had quite a few downloads and had looked at my mail headings this morning and wanted to share them with you. First, I got a message from my dad who had passed away November 6, 2016. In my cards this morning, there's something I ended up focusing on, which was clarification of the High Priestess in the middle of the Queen of Swords facing away from her, and on the other side the Knight of Swords facing away from her. The cold people in the High Priestess's life that were being called to maintain peace amidst the fray. And it ties into my father because at his funeral service I had described him as Mr. Magoo, because he always had everything crashing around him, but he always seemed unaffected by it all. And something I had said about that was about being at peace amidst the fray, and that was exactly the picture of the High Priestess in between the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Then it also brought up the Queen of Swords being the mother, the parent, who was cold, that we need to cut cords with both of our mother and father. Everything that they controlled us through, so it could be homes, cars, anything they used to buy control over you. Yes, and then the Knight of Swords would be all of the men who have run away, the cold people who have turned their backs on you, to let go of not only the parents, cut cords with them, but also lost loves of the past, and also the pain from your twin flame journey, to let go of the past, especially things that people have bought for us to control us, to no longer let that control your life. So we need to detach from those things. Also, cards that came up together were like a face-off between the Hierophant and the Emperor, the institution and the individual. It's a face-off. And there were the three wise men together. It was showing so much that this is BS. The Hierophant, the Emperor, and the Judge all sitting next to each other to cut cords with the idea of those things. The control of religion, the control of the Emperor, just the person who wants to control people, and then the Judge, those who would judge. It's so important. The Judge is related to the Justice card, okay? Because, and this I want to explain because it's important. I went through this. It's so important for us to detach from the need to get justice. And just an example of that is going through my back injury, and then toward the end of a 3-year period where I was rehabbing and dealing with disability. They were, they're always trying to get out of paying for you. So they were trying to get me to take a payoff so they wouldn't have to pay for me anymore. And I was fighting this because it wasn't right. But it ended up letting go of the situation because it was worse to be attached to this situation than to let go of the injustice. So if that helps anyone, it was just important for me to get out there. It's not important to hold on to the injustice because that's just another vice, another attachment, another codependency. It's pain. It all has to do with attachment to pain. Let go of the need for pain. It doesn't matter that it's unjust. What's just is your happiness. So to let go and detach of all of those things that would control you and take away your happiness, basically. So those cards were so important this morning. I want to read you my mail headings as well. And my friend emailed me a song, which I might actually play for you after I read you the mail headings. I'm not sure what the title is. I'll have to read that when I open it for you. The mail headings, and today is Today is the 3rd of September, which is actually, well, 3 is the Empress. It's about abundance. It's about communication and expressing yourself the way you should be expressing yourself, exactly who you are, being yourself. But today is the whole date adds up to 22, which is actually the Fool. I mean, I know that a lot of tarot decks express the Fool as being 0, but 0 is source, and the Fool is not source. The Fool is human, who is basically, a kid just starting out in the world, okay? They have lived already, but it's like starting over, like when you finish high school and now you have to go into the real world. You might trip because you're a fool still. So in the numerology book, The Divine Triangle, the Fool is number 22, which I completely resonate with. Today is about the Fool, about looking like the Fool, like being the Fool. Be free. Take a leap of faith. Okay? The male headings were, and it was interesting because I usually get a lot of days, but today it came up twice. So Archangel Michael is very important to connect with for protection. And the same thing happened with musicians, friends. So music is very important. Or if you have a musician friend or a friend of a musician, it's being highlighted today. As well as there's still time. 2 days left. These deals asked to meet you. Puritan's Pride again, that was 555 again. Puritan's Pride. 814 was clearance, so make sure to clear yourself. Again, call in Archangel Michael if you need it for protection, for the indigo platinum shielding. Emphasized again at 818 was the holister. Attach yourself to holistic people. Okay, the big reveal is here. Make it picture, and the big reveal is here was under 1119, and then 1155. Make it picture perfect smile, and then turn a summer fling, I, just the letter I, like turn it into about you. Okay. 1222 was semi-annual blowout time, so if you need to get something out, let it out now. Okay. Hurry, and then there was a code XB5, if that means anything to anyone. For you, 246, don't miss out. And then 255 was KOLO120. And what I got from that was call 0120. So I don't know if that phone number means anything to anyone. Call 0120, 0120. Okay, so if that means anything, let me know. Yeah, so important, all about the 3 wise men. That's the institution that's programming us, and it's all about the individual and being your true authentic self and running your own life to break all those programs, and the need for protection, that your only protection is love. Okay, that stability is in your heart, not in your home, it's in your heart. Okay, that love is always the answer. And to expect the best. I got 2 about the mother-father controlling, about 10 lashes, if that means anything to anyone. About the control of the mother and father and 10 lashes. Letting go of your need to win. Competition. Let go. That's a control thing. Just make sure there was no other highlights. Yeah, let go of being rigid. Let your innocence come in, your inner child. Allow, 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 allow. I can't emphasize that enough. Okay, let go of cold people around you. Anyone who has used that to control you in the past. All attachments. Cut cords with attachments, so important. Okay, I think that was about it. Yesterday I went to the gym and I heard, I want to marry you, and then I went to the grocery store and there I heard, it was basically the same thing. We could marry. I forget the exact song, but it was the same message. And a message I got from an advertisement that just flashed by me. I'm getting older. I need you closer. I'll be stronger. And I was getting a lot of physical downloads yesterday. I felt the divine masculine is definitely choking on their words. Okay, trying to speak to the divine feminine. Some lyrics to words. Tell me your story, I'll tell you mine. Which actually are lyrics from one of my own songs, and I actually heard that from a movie. We're on our own yet together, when in the end we're all flying home. And that was from the movie Sully. But yesterday, the physical downloads, it was actually last night. The choking was going on forever. I was actually writing down the times of everything as I was feeling all of that. I was feeling all sorts of sensations, but so much of the sinus and nose pressure, the upper jaw, lower jaw, into the ears, nausea, choking. It was definitely the divine masculine trying to speak and not being able to. Feet, so much connection in the feet and the calves. Different little specific feelings, but general head pressure. And again, the nausea, waves of nausea kept coming in. So you may be feeling some of this as well. They're just downloads. Yeah. I felt coolness as well. So it's like the fire and ice downloads we get. It's like the cool liquid that flows through us. They're just downloads. I was feeling the coolness in the arches of my feet into my heels, and then the tensity of the feeling, the energy holding my feet. I get that a lot. Really tense, buzzing, and it feels like someone, basically holding your feet down. So I don't know if anyone else feels that exact description, but anyway, so hopefully some of those downloads help you. 1212 and 1221 were coming up again. I also felt my lips get numb at one point, and tingling in my lips, and left cheek tingling, which, maybe some energetic reaching through for affection. Yeah. Okay. So let me know if any of that resonates with you, and until the next time, everyone have a great day. Keep your energy positive and do something nice for yourself. Okay, love you all. Take it easy, rise and be loved.